If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups, and if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want. And just terrify them, terrify them, terrify them, and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day. Fuck off. We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda. Twat waffle. That's all you fucking are. Twat waffle. Fuck off. Fucking gender ambiguity. Fucking current day Californian shit. Cause that's all we fucking know. Cause we're boring. We're so fucking boring. You're boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. Fuck your immersion. Guess what? Fucking pronouns. You take everything we love and you just can't help. Shovel your dog shit. Fucking crap. Ideology into everything. Every single solitary fucking thing.
Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye of
Oh, that's... it's so... What a night! Fresh off the kill, and back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
Now that's not funny. All this rage, all directed at me, and for what? You know, if you'd actually let me finish a sentence, you might learn something! You might learn that we're not so different. You might learn something about yourself!
You need to learn to shut up.
You know, it's sad, really. Makes me feel like you don't care to see the good side in me. Well, I guess learning is a lot to ask from you, meat for brains. You just can't and get it through your thick scalp. Ugh. We both exist because of them!
Give up! You've lost!
That's not good. That's good. No, Hunt. Hunt is gone.
Ah, dead.
Just getting used to the button.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is finally here. A game franchise IP that has been plagued with controversy since its predecessor, Kingdom Come Deliverance, in 2018. Controversies as the infamous anti-piracy DRM, De Novo, to forced diversity, and Henry now gay with an unskippable cutscene. Due to the accusations that the developers who created the Kingdom Come Deliverance franchise, Warhorse and Daniel Vavra, have been forced by Embracer, Deep Silver, BlackRock, and Vanguard to put those elements in the game. Elements that Daniel Vavra says he has not been forced to put in his game. So we will ask ourselves, is Henry gay? Are the characters forced? Can we enjoy this game? Or is it part of the story? This is not going to be a witch hunt. Nor is it going to be a defensive Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is simply a dragon playing a game and reviewing a game on the merits it stands, as requested by Daniel Vavra for all players. So whether you are downloading the game right now or waiting for a review from someone streaming the game, I hope to see you February 4th, 2025 at the request of my viewers. As for the month of February, we will be exploring the vast open world of 1400s medieval Bohemia and continuing Henry's journey from the son of a blacksmith to become a knight. We'll be facing many adventures, many adversaries, many battles, booze, tavern brawls, lovely women, and fun games of Farkle. We will shed light on the truth if this is woke slop or a treasure worthy of your gaming library. Join us in Lavistro Plays Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. God be with you.
And I'm back, obviously. Oh!
Sorry about that. I was distracted. Chat. Hello, hello. We are live. Shut up. We are live, and I'm here and talking with the Furious Dan, Valkyria Winter, and Roadkill. So we're gonna play some Bayonetta. So Dan is trying to race, but you know how it is with Puerto Ricans. They can't drive. I mean, let's just be honest here.
I'm about to do another race in a few minutes. This racing thing been really off the hook. Like I say, it's been a good racing stream.
Yeah.
Rumble been very successful with my racing stream, so it's a good thing. Shout out to the people in Rumble. Like I said, like and subscribe. Oh,
I'm going to have to shut them up for a little bit. But we're going to acknowledge the people in the chat. We have Botrix, we have Akira Winter, and we have Frostfang and Freedom Fighter. And we are live on the Rumbles, the Kicks, the YouTubes, the Twitches, all that. But now we're going to what's more important. No, it's not Dan Racing. No, it's not Alyssa Mercante. No, it's the hot Umbrian witch goddess that's like a dummy mommy that I can fix. We all know I can fix her. And now I'll...
on you.
Oh no, I can fix her. She's not going to be able to step on me. She might step on my tail, and I might have to throw away her gun so she doesn't try and,
But that's about the same as what everyone... That's the same as the one that they talk about in Resident Evil Village, is it? That real big...
I do have it in VR. I do have
vampire thing.
Oh, Lady Dormammu.
Yeah.
Whatever. I keep wanting to say Dormammu, and that's not her name. I forget her name. I haven't played that one yet. But man, she's got a nice rack.
I'm just taking a break for a moment.
Actually, it's huge.
Adjusting my back, sitting down
it's still
like
nice.
This.
Definitely would be stepping on all sorts of people.
And you know that if you had kids with fur, they're not going to starve because they're going to get lots of milk. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, a few minutes, about to start racing again.
Excuse me, sir. May I have my glasses back?
I do have a little surprise for Lavistro.
Yeah, here you go. Cereza, how did you get such
It sounds so wrong.
The glasses aren't magic, silly. I can see the monsters without them.
Monsters?
Oh, man. Like
Quite.
I said, shout out to everybody in the
has
chat.
Bayonetta,
Who was lurking, shout
I
out.
mean your
shout
mom,
out, shout out.
been fighting these big bad monsters for a long time?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Mummy is a witch, and witches protect people and are very strong.
I'll be right back.
When I grow up,
Okay, let's not start that crap.
and I'll protect my mummy.
Wait, you think witches do what?
Hypercarb
Oh, forget it.
No limit.
No point in arguing with a little kid. I'll manage on my own.
I'm sure you will.
Mummy!
Let's take over this woman.
You never cease to amuse me, Cheshire. I suppose that's your next target?
Let's work out what this woman needs.
This is yours, little one. You didn't cry while I was gone, did you?
Nope.
Good.
Bayonetta, no matter how I ask, no matter how many times, you always say the same thing.
Come now, Kitty. You know it was all just...
misunderstanding. You're so stubborn, you know that?
Okay,
My father,
down.
he was a journalist too. In fact, he was twice the man I could ever hope to be. He was obsessed with one case his entire career. A case so bizarre it took over his life. They could have made a movie of the details. The followers of darkness, the Umbra Witches, and their light world counterparts, the Lumen Sages, controlling everything with a power known as the Eyes of the World. Then, the Light and Dark clans suddenly disappeared from their medieval home in Europe. You may be familiar with the town. You're standing in it. Welcome to Vigrid, 500 years later.
500 years.
Each clan, working at the behest of the powers that be, sought to lead their fractured world towards peace. They both possessed an eye said to have the power to create history that they used to oversee the world. However, their spirit of cooperation did not last, for amongst them, a pair of young star-crossed lovers conceived a child that sent the clans on a path to ruin. The woman was thrown in jail, and the man exiled from his clan. However, the child remained with the Umbra, raised as a black sheep even amongst the darkness. Since the balance between light and dark had been lost, both clans spiraled into decay. Legend had it that the two eyes could be united to control reality itself. And this legend fueled ambition and desire, leading to a myriad of battles between the clans. In fact, it led to their mutual destruction. My father was mocked for buying such a fairy tale. However, I believed his story, and I believe it more than ever now that I've found you. The memory of the clan lingers on, despite the passing of 500 years. What on earth was my father searching for? And why did he have to die for it? I have to discover the truth with my own eyes. That's why I haven't given up my chase for it. Or you. The head of the Ithaval Group, a multinational that dominates Vigrid, recently tried to sell an enormous gemstone on the black market. If he isn't selling out in the open, it means we're going to have to acquire it by other means. And that starts by sneaking onto that jet.
Okay, let's go though. Oh my god.
I'll be right back. I gotta do the restroom thing.
Mummy, are you looking for something?
Right.
I am.
How did you lose it?
Little one,
See if I can beat this one.
do you have anything you really like?
Frostfang, hello.
Something really important to you?
Frostfang, shout out to Frostfang. So I passed him already. Come on, I'm in
Yes,
the
this. I love it.
15th place out of 16.
Where did you get this?
You gave it to me, Mummy, for my birthday.
That's those two.
Oh shit, that's little Bayonetta.
When you love something, never lose it. Understand, little one? You must keep it safe, close to your heart.
Really, it's little Bayonetta.
I'm in the 8th place, going to the 9th place right now.
Little one!
Pass at 49, 11, 9, 9,
Teresa! Shit.
even though it's based in real life racing, but then you have to, if your car gets damaged, you have to spend like real money. Well, I heard, if I'm correct. That car. yeah. It's that crazy.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Almost sounds as bad as Star Citizen.
I mean, people got these like serious like setup rigs. So I mean, you know, with the chair and the you know the stick shift and everything, and they take that shit seriously, man.
You ever seen one built out of a real car?
Uh-huh.
You seen them? How many those you seen? Out of a real car. You put a real car inside a house, half a car, right? And they actually added all the computers, all the gadgets, even the wind simulator.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they had a
Damn.
wind simulator, so we're racing, like in the game, you feel the wind. It's that sick with the speed out and everything. I know how to do the speed out.
I mean, I like driving, but man,
I know how to do the speed out. Gas gauge and everything, speedometer, all that, cruise gauge, all that shit. I know how to do all that. That's how it's fun. Look at my previous videos.
hey. I can solder microchips. That's better.
That was a good cheap shortcut.
I mean, compared to you know, Microsoft Forza, which I've never played, but I've met guys that are like people that are like that's their like god of car racing. But Gran Turismo has always been the most, you know, real, get into it, and yeah, physics, things like that. If you want to yeah, some people like the cruising world, and you know, I'm a fan of Ridge Racer, but just yeah, man, I tore the shit out of the PS Vita Ridge Racer, man, when that Vita first came out. Yeah, my first racing game was on the PlayStation 1, and that was the Ridge Racer. I don't know which number, but got it for my birthday. Yeah.
Especially trying to unlock the black card and the
Was that the double disc?
I think so.
Because that's the one I had, and dude, me and my buddies like ran through that shit, man. We loved that shit. It was just so high powered and fun.
That white ball was fun. That 13 is the devil. That black was the devil.
Oh man.
Get that by let it block. You cannot let it pass. You gotta block it. Yeah. Because if you pass it, it will be a positive pass.
Oh yeah. I can't remember how far I got in it, but I played a lot of time on that game. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
I beat it, and you hit every single unlock, you unlock those cards.
No shit.
And look,
No.
you unlock the mapping cards, like the key card, fucking, yeah. And it wasn't easy to do that. I've done it, like, maybe 2-3 times. But once you unlock them, you do it. It's easy to memory card.
Man, them Namco Bandai games, they'll challenge that. Well, I don't know about now. Now there's new studios, but whenever I see Namco Bandai, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be tough. No shit. Damn. Dude, that shit's everywhere.
I know, bro. It's just tired of it, bro.
Yeah.
And I got
Yep.
tired of the sports too, like these stupid people.
My buddy the other day was like, yo, that Assassin's Creed looks pretty cool. You gonna get it? And I was like, oh, and then I gave him like a whole lesson on what it was, and he was like, oh, fuck that. So
You know, people like that, like, I don't blame them. For people like that, if they haven't been informed properly, we got to inform them properly.
yeah, my friends, we used to game fucking hardcore online with first person shooters. We beat the shit out of Dead Space 3 together, and did trophy hunting with Call of Duty. But nowadays we're all so busy. They just see like a post of screenshots or a quick video, and they're like, "Oh, that looks awesome," and I'm like, "Dude, it's you're paying into like a racket, like a sort of system."
You're paying to
Either
invest.
way, I'll hook
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not just getting the game. You're supporting something that we're not really trying to blow up.
Yeah, that we pretty much fought against. But you know what? I'm surprised is you're a Marine.
Yeah.
Which means you're the manliest man. Alpha, beta, sigma, all that stuff, and you play video games. Real men don't play video games. Did you hear?
That's bullshit, dude. We had, dude.
That's bullshit.
I think every Marine in my barracks and at Romeo Battery, I think every Marine had either an Xbox or a PS, a PlayStation. So
yeah.
It was dude. After work, doors kick open. We got beers. We're playing games. We're yelling, screaming, having a great time. But it's always been gaming with us, man. Yeah, it was PS3 at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for us, it was we played all types of games. We were all playing Assassin's Creed 2 and Rock Band,
yep.
Halo, Modern Warfare before we all contracted PTSD and couldn't play it no more.
Yeah, exactly.
But we were. When I hear those little manosphere or those guys who want to say like what a real man does, like real men don't play video games. I'm like, oh my sweet summer child, you have not been in the military, have you?
Yeah, people are different. Did you know that? We're not all from the Army Marine Corps posters. That they just eat sticks and crayons and.
I mean, we do that too, but we also play video games.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
it's one of those funny things, like when people bring that up, and so, like, people will find out that I'm a veteran and I play video games, right? And I'll come on people's streams and I'll say, well, I was told, I'm not a real man if I can't play games, or if I play games. I'm like, dude, did that person work in construction? And I always thought the most masculine judge. Like, guarantee you that little bitch worked as a Starbucks barista, making his way through college, and then worked in some accounting job in a cubicle that smells like stale milk.
Ugh.
I was like, he's not some masculine man. If shit happens down the road, I guarantee you he's gonna be running around in circles saying there's a fire, and I'm gonna be the one slapping the shit out of him, saying get your shit together, let's go this way. The real man is his actions. But I still like to make fun of that shit, because I'm like, I play video games, I have a kid, and it's just that funny thing. So I like the fact that you are listing out some great games, so like this guy's a Marine. I'm gonna point that out. This guy's the manliest man. He plays video games. So, yeah,
it's a great way to cool down, man. We all know that. I mean, every guy does, veteran or not. But it's a great way to cool down and chill and do something rather than sit there, stare at the news, and stress out. Or like guys I've heard of, not friends with, but guys that'll sit there in the office. When I did work in an office, just recently, for the Army, that, you know, talk about rewatching Friends, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, Friends. I'm not making fun of you know whatever you do. It's just that that was their cool down was watching Friends and shit. But I rewatch shows all. I watched The Office all. I did the whole Reno 911, Friends. This is a couple months ago. No, not Friends. Excuse me. Reno 911, The Office. Things like that. Just whatever decompresses you is, by all means, 100%. And I don't hate on anyone.
Oh yeah, no, neither do I. Well, I always find it funny. It's like, it sounds like you're the one that's more, it's not you, but the individuals saying all that
Back
stuff.
to your old self,
It's like,
are we?
you sound like you have more of a questionable man. You're questioning your own. You have more of issues of your own manhood than anyone else. If you're trying
think so.
If you're trying to define what a man is,
Something troubling you.
maybe you're gay. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The hardest thing to work with is people that are like super into sports, and then if you don't know the latest stats, they're like, ugh, you're not a real man. You don't know who the top college league is, or who the top football team is. And I love football. I used to play it in high school, but at the same time, the sports fanatics are the jocks are the ones I've always had an issue with.
Oh yeah. So I was that golf skater. I've always had
right on.
jocks, and I'll play sports. I'm never big into watching. Why play it? Why watch it when you play it? Like, I don't even play the sports computer games. I don't give a shit about it, but it just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I used to watch my buddy play Madden when it was cool back on PS2, all the time. We'd sit there and take bong hits, and I would just sit there and watch him dominate the field. But at the same time, it was gravity bong hits, by the way. But at the same time, it was it's just something I was never into. It was just too
whining is twice as irritating as anything the child could muster.
Like that toxic masculinity, where it's like, if you don't do this, you're not a man. If you don't rock climb and punch your balls when you get to the top, you're not a man. And it's just like, dude, chill out. I was raised by two women. I sat in my room and played Diablo and PS1 and Final Fantasy 7, and just that's how I chilled out. Those were my books. Those were my getaways. And so once once you grow up, you're like, you know what? I'm completely fucking hetero, number one. Number two,
I am well aware of my task, but you have
respecting people and other people is the greatest thing ever. Just, dude, I went to a Dunkin' Donuts today, and this guy, he got dropped off by an Uber. He came in and was, dude, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, and I've never seen someone freak out this much. He was yelling at the employees about how they're, I don't know, I forgot the word he used, but he was basically calling everyone shit, and then told the front cashier register lady, fuck you, you motherfuckers don't do shit. This is a 16-year-old job, and you're 34, probably. Like, dude, I was like, this motherfucker needs to get decked.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, dude, you don't, and what that was and what that was him trying to assert, number one, He had an Uber waiting on him. Okay, fine. You know, dude, guys, I let the guy cut in front of me because I was like, hey man, I got time. You obviously don't. Go ahead. But it still took him a while to get what he wanted. And I think the ladies in the background were all like, because the whole staff were women. He was yelling at all of them. They had tickets coming in for drive-through, tickets for, you know, the pre-orders, and a line of people. So as a former restaurant guy, a chef, I have a culinary degree. Dude, with all that shit happening, the last thing you need is some asshole screaming, "What the fuck?" You know? And yeah, I was like, I didn't smell anything on him, but I was like, dude, what is this guy on or needs to be on?
Well, the way I'm hearing it sounds like he's been watching racing in the NASCAR.
Man.
You know,
dude,
those Alpha Sigma Beta stuff, whatever they call themselves.
It got my heart rate going. I was just kind of like tense as shit, just waiting. But you know, he was cool with me. I was cool with him as we're standing in line. But all the shit he was talking, I was like, dude, one of these managers or people are going to jump over this desk and just hit you. And then eventually, so at the end of this, he leaves and two of the girls go outside screaming at him while he's getting in his Uber, because they had enough. You know, you called us bitches multiple times. You screamed at us and told us we're not doing shit. Said fuck you. Look at these motherfuckers. And like he was like yelling at the people, going, "Yo, someone else get on the register. Someone else get on the fucking register. What the fuck?" And I was like, dude, I don't need the cops here. I don't like police. No offense if anyone's a cop in the room, but I was like, dude, you're gonna get the cops here, and that's not gonna be good. So it was intense this morning, man. But that's just an example of something that you know, just that ideal of that strong, idiotic ideal of I'm a man, you do what I say. And it's like, no, I mean, you can meet in the middle. Yeah, dude, yeah. Yes, because they play a good game at first. Yeah, I mean, both sides do. And you know, especially raising a daughter, I'm scared to death, man. She's young right now, very young. But I'm just like, oh fuck, man. Like I mean, both sides are manipulators. You can find one that's a manipulator, and if you're good looking, they'll find a way to wiggle in. And then once they think they hooked you, or they are hooked, either side will just, yeah, you'll find out their true colors too late. Yeah, man. Yeah, when my girl becomes a teenager, I'm probably gonna have a fucking stroke. Trying not to beat these motherfuckers up. Oh my god. Oh no. Damn. And
The only thing about her, more focus on her school more than she focuses on her man.
okay,
That's the
good.
only thing I'm very, that's the reason why I'm calm down. One time, I was taking a little slowly while I was on time. I came out with a fucking baseball bat.
Fuck that.
Back to your own.
I have my baseball bat, and he looked at me like he's a fucking massive motherfucker. He's my daughter. 14 years old. I saw you, bro. You live right there, bro.
Fuck.
You don't know what fucking I'm a fucking father, you asshole. And he goes around and like, this me a week with the game.
Oh, shit.
I had a baseball bat ready, not for my boys. All my friends, they were gonna hang with us. I was like, dude, don't come with us. He looked at us like, because he was actually kicking the ball. Like, a small younger girl.
Dude. Ooh. Dude, that's disgusting. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Oh. I'm yeah, man.
Feel your fear.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll fall into traps. And older guys know that. They're like, oh, you know, yeah, they know how, they, you know, older people know how to manipulate. And, yeah, oh man. I remember when I was working at a restaurant, there was a girl in high school. I was 18, she was 17. And I was like, man, she was smoking, hot little redhead. And she, we dated for a little bit, but I you know, I talked, you know, we didn't do anything. We just kind of, you know, went to dinner and, you know, I bought her shit. But I was like, this feels weird because of that legal line. This was in Virginia. It was just a matter of, you know, she was like 3 months from being 18, but at the same time, I was like, hey, I just felt weird with that. And then, you know, usually I'm always attracted to like my age or older women. So, but I was like, that's someone who I could take home to mom. But at the same time, yeah, you know, she went away to college at James Madison, and I was like, I was in DC, and I was like, this ain't gonna work, you know. So, yeah, but that's my story of ever like trying to date someone younger than me. It just feels weird to me. I don't know. Now that I'm much older. Now it's easier. Like if you're over 30, let's rock. But if you're if you're in your 20s and that girl isn't in college, you know, if you're that creepy, then you're a really bad person. Like you're doing some weird shit. If that yeah. So I feel you, man. Yeah. I have collapsible batons, titanium batons, and that's exactly what that motherfucker would get.
It's scary, man. Like I
no
said,
need to take out your stress on me, Bayonetta.
These criminals
it's
get away
clear
with everything, bro.
You're worried for the girl.
Me? I don't care. I'm not taking the law in my own hands.
They do, man. And my wife, soon to be ex-wife, she stares at her phone all day. And I'm like, okay, well, if one parent is staring at the phone all day, the other one can't. So I'm usually out there with my head on a swivel, like I'm living in the fucking ghetto amongst gang wars, even though that's not the situation. But I'm just like, nope, I don't trust anyone or anything with these kids out here. You know, the neighborhood kids playing around. So, yeah, man, times have changed a lot.
Tell
So,
me about it.
Man.
Like I need to rest my hands. My hands are cramping up on me. But for me, I have primary custody of my son. So when he was a baby, it was kind of hard to get play dates. I'm not going to just drop him off at a daycare. I don't know those people, right? I don't.
Nope.
I've heard stories, so I don't want to risk that. When I was going to the VA says, "Well, you need to have someone watch your kid." I was like, "That's not going to happen." I was like, "I don't have any family members out here. I was like, I'm all alone out here." So it's like, "You want me to have an appointment?" He's coming with me until he goes to school. And then when I would try to set up play dates, I understand the situation, right? Like the whole thing, but you would have husbands thinking I'm trying to mac on their wives. Like, look, your child and my child are the same age and they play a lot, in preschool or at the playground. I'm just trying to make sure he has a social life. I don't have to be there, right? I don't have to do a lot of things, or we could just be at the playground. Just because your wife's a stay-at-home wife, I'm not going to mac on her because I'm not about that life. I just want to make sure my son, I'm just trying to be a parent. So it was a lot harder, raising him alone as a single dad. Because I understand it, because I'd be the same way. But,
yeah, I got a son that's 4, and he's young, and I worry about him because he's little. He hasn't hit his growth spurt yet. But I've caught one of the neighborhood kids just like shaking him around on a swing, freaking him out. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I ever talked to another kid like that. That's not mine, and just told the kid, "Go home. Like, that's enough. Like, you're out of control, dude." And I'm just like, all right, now we're growing up with people like this in the neighborhood. Here we go.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Every problem comes from the house. Bad raising children, like these children become lost souls because all the crimes that we've been having lately, it comes from the house. Violent parents.
Yeah, and the thing, here's the irony: people don't want to blame the parents. Back in the day, they would hold the parents accountable. Then it became, oh, you can't discipline the child, and then it became, you can't do this, you can't do that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some things like, I think we all agree. There's things that we draw the line on, especially with children. But then when the children can no longer be disciplined, they say, "Oh, we can't blame the parents." I was like, "No, you can blame the parents. We'll blame everyone else who was backseat armchair parenting that doesn't have children." Like when my son was born, I wanted to be the best parent I could be. I wanted to be as good a dad as I can be. I wanted to be that cool, awesome dad. And I read all those self-help parenting books that were written by psychologists that never had kids.
Right.
And I learned real quick in year 1 of my son's life. Me and my ex-wife would have this thing. She'd say, "Well, this thing is child-proof. We should get this so that way he doesn't come in the kitchen." I was like, "But is it Dragonling-proof?" I'm not going to say my son's actual name. I was like, "Is it Dragonling-proof?" And my question was, will our son get through that? Because he's going to get through that. He opened up the fucking crib just to let me know he had a nightmare. Like, he didn't go to his mama. He came to me. I'm the one that was raising him. So it's always ironic to me about how people say that stuff. And then, like, the counterpoint, I've never been used to dating someone older than me, but I waited until I was 30. Like, I've dated people, but I waited until I was almost 30 to start having a family, because I knew I was not responsible. Men in our 20s, we're not really all there yet.
Exactly, brother. That's what I did too. Me and my wife at the time, we were like, let's have fun. She didn't even want to have kids for years, but then all of a sudden that biological clock hit, and she was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Well, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. So sure, we'll have one." But
the point I was going to get at is the only thing the Manosphere is correct on, because that's what that guy sounds like to me when he's talking about the Clerks and stuff. He's been watching that junk too much time. The only thing they're correct on is the fact that it's scientifically proven men are in their prime around their 40s to 50s. while women are in their prime from 18 to mid 30s. I can't remember the exact. It's like early to mid 30s. So we actually mature slower. But that's why women always look for an older man. Usually, is because we have our shit together. We have something stabilized, something safe, secure, all that stuff, or we're expected to by that point in time. That's why usually, especially back in the old days, men were about in their 40s and 50s getting married. It was rare to see someone in their 20s unless it was arranged or some shit. While the women was probably about 18, 20-ish, somewhere on there. That's usually how it goes. There's the exception that Hollywood likes to point out. Oh, this your great grandma was 16. And they're like, no, that was a rarity actually, unless you go into the Middle Ages when people were dying left and right. Yeah. But no, it's because men don't mentally mature until they hit 40s. That's when they're able to handle women that they're crazy. I mean, they're still crazy. We still have problems, but. We're not, like, I guarantee I would not handle my ex-wife if I was 20. We would be divorced. I actually did have two divorce. I do have two divorces on a row. One's an annulment, and one's barely an annulment, and then my current one, my current divorce. But
I got 2 new followers.
One of them was a Vietnamese woman, and the other one was a Native American, and I couldn't handle either of them. They were crazy. Let's just put it that way. One of them stole my car when I was deployed and did all kinds of stuff. I actually got called in to go back overseas to answer to the MPs about why I hit my wife, and I went to the commander like, well, that's impossible. I just got done with a 72-hour firefight. I was like, I've been here the whole time.
Oh my God, man.
And it turns out she was seeing someone behind my back, and I was like, well.
Yeah, and that's usually what it is when they get nuts. Is they fall in love with someone else, and they really come at you with bullets, and it's like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah.
Tell me where she is.
And I blame social media on that.
My, aren't we
Yes.
attached to our
Or their
precious
girlfriend.
little
They'll talk to someone that
Do you
will
like it when she
totally
calls you
agree with
mummy?
them, rather than
Yes, dude.
say,
Absolutely
hey,
delusional.
he might be an asshole,
If I leave
but
her, he'll never shut up
he's
about it.
always doing
and
this
his
for you.
whining
He's
is
always doing
twice
that
as
for you.
irritating as anything the child.
Because when I have
muster.
problems with my ex-wife, I don't go talk to my mom who has an issue with her. I talk to my dad.
When it comes to curling
Because I
round
can't.
the truth.
Her mom don't
Then
speak
what
a lick
about
of
you?
English.
What are you
And so I was
hiding?
like, I was like, I can't stand this woman. She's doing this. And it's like, well, you obviously
Correct
married
me
her.
if I'm wrong, but
and
I
you,
think
and you are
these
stubborn as
might
shit.
mean something to you.
So that's what kept me going. I'd be like, you know what? I might need to change this.
jump.
Maybe I need to stop doing this. Or my favorite part is when my dad says, you gotta remember, she's a 90-pound pregnant Korean lady, and you're a 200-pound deaf machine. I was like, oh, you got a point.
Yeah.
you just move and you scare her because she knows what your job is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, I mean, my wife is bigger than me. Like, I can fit in her jeans, and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", 220 pounds. So, I mean, it's at the same time, I mean, not like huge or anything, but at the same time, it's,
It seems your little friend is gone forever.
yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, just the presence can, like, kind of freak people out with size. Yeah.
That's why they go with the older guys, because we're supposed to be we're slower.
Feel
if that
them.
makes sense.
Fill your
Yeah.
eyes with
We're
hatred.
more in control of
Accept your
ourselves.
violent fate.
That's why
Accept
I always
it.
think, oh yeah, the age gap thing it works
I
because
prove you deserve it.
guys don't know how to handle themselves when they're 20.
No, we're gonna, I know. And you know, so, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done. I just take up.
And I also made 2 new subscribers. That's it. Yeah, shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the people.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I grind hard and do the best entertainment I can.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Grinding hard. That's phrasing. We're not doing phrasing anymore. It's just not a thing anymore.
Hey, phrasing!
Phrasing. This guy.
Yeah, I actually managed to get some sound bites for my Discord now. Like, for example, I'm surprised that he finally fixed his, oh, there it goes.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking damn, fix your fire detector.
I really gotta find that blurb right now. I really have to find that.
But, to be fair, to sum
sure
up Roadkill and our discussion in one simple sentence.
Women.
That is a good thing for Roadkill. Everything comes in. Women.
Oh man, I didn't hear any of that, bro. It cut out.
Oh, cut out? Oh, well, just press it. If you're on your... Are you on your phone or are you actually on the PC?
Okay, so yeah, I'm on my iPad watching you, and then Dan is on my phone.
You should see a trumpet icon. You press that, you'll see a soundbite thing saying the Dragon Slayer with some weird purple dragon pictures. Saying Dan's room, phrasing, women, wow. You could actually press those and hear them yourself.
I'm looking for bot rigs. Doesn't even show up anything on your shit.
No, it's on my thing, the Discord thing. No, I only have 4 soundbites right now.
Oh.
I was trying to find Copium, but I couldn't find that one. I have to ask Casper. She got that.
Women.
But yes, I think my audience was like, "Shut up, Lavistro, and beat that white-haired bitch that keeps kicking your ass." White-haired lesbian lady.
Oh man, that was fun. What?
Feel your fear.
All it took was a lollipop. That's all it took to beat her.
Cereza.
You have to support this movie for that.
And I'm back.
Yeah, man.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, I was just doing all my laundry and shit. You know? Man things and woman things.
Oh, I get it.
Dan, you're actually, this time you're actually so low, the game is drowning you out. Gotta raise you up a little bit. I hope I don't regret that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, my volume is raised up.
No, it's not yours. I'm raising the Discord volume to see if that helps. Because I got you so low the last time because you were so freaking loud, my eardrums were popping.
You told me to lower down the volume on Discord.
No, I did tell you that, but I had to raise mine up because my game is drowning you out. I can hear Roadkill, I can hear Val, I couldn't hear you, so I was like, okay, let me raise this up because I'm probably ignoring you.
My shit's raised up all the way.
Dan.
Literally.
Dan. Don't
What's up?
touch your shit. Your shit was good, possibly. I think I lowered you down too much on my end.
Okay.
That's why I was raising you up. I was like, damn, I can't hear Dan over the game. And I can hear he's talking, but it's so quiet. I can hear Roadkill, I can hear Valve, I couldn't hear you. So I'm making sure I can hear you. That's all. So let you know I was not purposely ignoring you.
Coming, right? To Togetsu?
Phrasing.
Yep, I'm hearing you.
Phrasing. Coming, right? Yeah, phrasing. Phrasing.
They're doing something bad? We'll just take them out.
I'm not sure we should.
We'll be such a sweetheart.
All right, so Lavistro, sorry to bother you about this. Where's that trumpet?
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
All right. So
let me lower down my phone.
So in the disc, if you're on your phone or tablet, it should go like this. You should see 4 squares because the 4 people that are talking, right? If you're on your tablet, on the bottom of it, you should see a mute button, a camera button, a share your screen button, depending on, I don't know if that works with tablets, I'm not sure. A activities button, which is like 4 different shapes into a square. And right next to that, you'll see a cone with looking thing that looks like a trumpet. You highlight that or press that button, you'll see sound bites. Let's see if I can... Watch me make my GPU crash.
Oh shit!
Watch me do that. All right, where's that? Okay, yeah, we'll do it this way. Live. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. Because I'm doing a screen share real quick, so you can see it. Do you see where I show on Discord where I say, or you see my screen on the Discord? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
I'm
hearing you.
Are y'all seeing?
I'm just doing something on my phone.
Are y'all seeing the screen in the Discord?
Yeah, we got 5 folks.
All right. So, in the one that has an infinite looking screen, because I'm sharing my screen, at the bottom here, you'll see there's a trumpet thing. Depending on tablets and phones, should also be similar. Where you'll see a mute button, turn off camera. I think you'd have to press hold when you see the icon, and you can do stuff like this. Like, for example...
Hey, phrasing!
Women.
So that's how you find it. It's actually in the VC chat. It's an icon in there. But I'm going to turn this screen share off now because I'm pretty sure my GPU is about to burn up.
Gay!
There you go. See, Val's got this. Val's a pro at this already.
Yep, I just thought that exactly what it was.
Got it. Okay, cool.
No crying now.
You're learning.
You know the rules. No cockroaches or crying babies.
No, I bet it's much easier on like an actual computer. Yeah, so it's all they all try to like consolidate shit on these mobile devices. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm out here supporting Tony. Tony Sparks of Iron. Yeah, he's having a freaking blast over there, drinking beer and fucking playing playing those crazy games on on StreamYard. Yeah, I try to start my own panel, but I don't know, bro. It's just you're on Lavistro.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make a game streaming panel, but I don't think EV Mux is good for it. Like, I'm an OBS guy, so I mean, I do join panels that, even though people pay for it or not, but I mean, I don't know, let's see what's gonna happen, I'll leave it on so I can be able to hear Tony. Well, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow on Rumble. And you guys, like I said, follow me at FuriesDan45 on Rumble. Let me look it up real quick on the phone because I'm not disturbing. Follow me at FuriesDan45 on Rumble. Follow me at Wolf46782 on X. And don't forget to follow me on YouTube at FuriousDan3086. So I'm gonna end the live stream here. This was a fantastic racing stream. Shout out to Lavistro, shout out to Roadkill. Shout out to the Olympic Giver winner. Shout out to Problematic White Guy for stopping by. Zombie also as well. And everybody that's in the chat lurking, shout out to you guys too. Thank you very much. I am gonna end it here because I have to get up in a couple hours to go to work. So you guys have a great night, good evening, and good afternoon, and good morning.
You as well, man.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be here. Still gonna be here. I'm just gonna end the stream.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. Let the song play out, and then once the song finishes, I stop the stream. Start putting shit away, like my VR headset.
Nice.
I paid 450 when it first came out. A VR headset.
I had those glasses that that turn your device into like a large, 120-inch screen, but
Yeah.
I've never played VR before.
Oh, VR is dope. If you got a PlayStation, or you know what's the best thing you can do? Buy the Oculus Quest. The Oculus Quest and hook it up with your Steam account. The Steam VR, and it works perfectly fine.
Oh man.
Yeah, you buy the Oculus Quest. It's cheaper instead of buying the Steam version of VR. I got two of them. I got the Rift and I got the Oculus Quest 2, which is wireless. So you connect that to your but you gotta buy the cable that's recommended for that VR, for the PC to the VR. You just can't buy just any USB cable to USB Type C because it's not gonna work.
Right.
You need to buy a VR headset wired for the Oculus Quest. You buy it on Amazon, and you can buy the cable that's recommended for it, and it will work very well with the same VR.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I've been wanting to play one of the Resident Evils in VR. Oh, okay. Oh shit! Fuck that. I bet. Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
I love that game though. I beat it though. And I'll tell you, the last part of the game was crazy. And that was real though. Because the nest.
Holy shit! Yeah, I never got that far, man. I love that game. It's creepy as shit, just with headphones and staring at a big TV. But at the same time, yeah, I can't imagine that shit like all over my face in like real life, sort of.
You have no fucking idea the fucking shit I went through with that game. That game, if you put it on super hard, you'll automatically detect it. Like, he will find you like this. When you have an easy mode, he's dumb as fuck. If you have a medium mode, he's like semi-smart. He'll still find you on medium mode, because I put it on medium mode. When I play that shit on hard,
Yeah, I always start my games on medium. Yeah.
Yeah, he found me. Like, literally found me. Like, they just play crazy, bro. I think Lavistro should play that game next. I don't I'm scared for you. Lavistro, like, play Pharmacopoeia, play that fucking game. Play that and play Amy Nice. Oh, my God. I'll be sending you blood especially when it gets to the part with the alien trying to find them. I'm like, you get fucked out of my fucking bro. Yo,
Fuck, man.
Like, you asshole. He sounded real gay on that one, though. I had to clip that shit. I was laughing my balls off yesterday. My fucking face was red as a fucking Santa Claus face, bro. Yo, it's like, Fury is there, you ass.
Did his internet get busted?
Maybe. Yeah, that was abrupt.
Oh well.
Let's see.
Wonder if he realizes he got disconnected yet.
Maybe.
Maybe his internet did get shut down. Wow. Well, it's so much quiet now.
Dude, I love giving him shit about, I used to listen like with my headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden when he would come into a chat room or he would start his stream, I'd be like, God damn.
Yeah, he's loud. That's how I know.
He just likes to be heard.
Yeah. Well, no, that's seen. He likes to be seen and heard. Or now he's BBC.
No, it's not seen anymore. It's BBC.
Yeah, I corrected myself. I forgot.
There you go.
Seen is probably hearing all this and like, God damn it, Val, you shouldn't have told him. He would have forgotten. I could go back to seen and heard.
Nope, it is definitely the new one.
Yeah, he did that himself.
Exactly.
He did.
And so that way, and to make sure we get pointed at me, I let my chat decide. Okay, chat, is it BBC or seen and heard? You decide. So, I washed my hands of it. I am innocent. I am merely the messenger. I just give the chat what it wants. Big booba sexy witches that act like strippers, and, well, whatever they want to call people.
You know what game I miss is Dragon's Lair, man.
Oh yeah, that's one game I beat once that I know I'll never be able to beat again. Or I got to play this way back, but not the mud one, the one that was like the early days of massive online play, where you played on chat. But there was a text-based version of it as well, called the Red Dragon Slayer, or Legend of the Red Dragon, something like that. That game was fun. It was all text-based, but if you didn't pay attention to what you were doing, one wrong move and you could have killed your character. Because it's all reading, it's all text-based. And if you did the whole skip the dialogue, you're gonna see some math. It'll be like, Goblin hit you for 10, you now have 1 HP. If you said skip, well, you can't go back. Goblin hit you for 10, you have 0 HP, game over. Try again. And you don't save it.
Oh shit, I got cut off.
You got cut off?
Yeah. Discord cut me off.
Ah, I thought it was your internet.
That's why I couldn't hear you guys.
Yeah, because you were talking, and all of a sudden, boop.
Yeah, I thought you just said fucking pull the plug.
Yeah.
No, I didn't put the plug. It just funny. I didn't put the plug. It just what happened. I don't know. The first time I got kicked off from Discord, I listened to Lavistro did a censorship about me cursing around.
Oh no!
Like
See, if I did a censorship on you, I would let you know it was me because you know I'd be fucking around. Just like when Bo said Sonic sucks, and I kicked him out, and I was like, oh, there's no Bo on the channel.
Oh, Bo, what's up, man? Bo's on the channel?
No, I'm talking about when Bo told Dash on Dragoncast one day that Sonic sucks, and so I kicked him out of I kicked him off the panel and says, "Goodbye, Bo. There will be no more Bo on this channel because Sonic is awesome."
No.
I mean, sure. I actually put it back on, but it was the joke, you know, trying to make the panel seem so funny because sometimes we can splurg or spurg or whatever it's called.
No, I see that on I catch up on some things with New Black Street, and it's pretty funny when they're like, you know what, and they just cut the person out.
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring them right back. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everyone in the audience, for my live stream, I had to use the Dragon's Room, and I don't have a scene of that guy. What's his name? He played in Independence Day and Jurassic Park and all that. The guy with the glasses.
Oh man.
I keep wanting to say Will Wheaton, but I know it's not Will Wheaton.
No.
But Jeff Goldblum. I don't have the scene of Jeff Goldblum looking at a giant pile of dragon shit from Jurassic Park, but I'll let you listen to these guys ramble on about whatever it is they're rambling on until I get back. Okay, y'all can talk. Y'all can.
That's weird because you've been cutting off like crazy.
Yeah. It's.
Y'all can.
That's weird because you've been cutting off.
Same on YouTube. I'm seeing it on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Same on YouTube.
This been a fantastic game. It's been a fantastic game. Yeah, I do have a mess on my table. I gotta clean all this up. I just got so much shit that I have here, and I don't want to lose them. Fantastic game. But just only stuff. It's only stuff like games and controllers and stuff like that. So much stuff I got here.
Oh, dude, same here, man. I over the years, what I've collected is, yeah, I need to have a garage sale.
Yeah, I got so much shit here, bro. It's not even funny. Like I got liquor bottles here, like actual liquor bottles here. But I do take a toast once in a while. I am not crazy with hard liquor. So.
Well, I used to be, so I get it.
Yeah, so I have them in case I do want a little toast.
Yeah.
I do that. I don't get like fucked up like a lot of these streamers do, and then it's they make a narrative out of them like they've been doing with 8-Bit Eric.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up. It's fun to hang out and get a little wild, and for someone to call someone out on that is kind of fucked up because it's not like that's his day-to-day thing. It's kind of like he mentioned, holidays, birthdays, things like that, maybe a special weekend, and it's just like, dude, why would you fuck someone up like that for doing what you probably do?
For clout. And I have watched him, and I was on Christmas vacation when I saw that live stream, but after he did the 9 hours, he ended up putting the live stream for membership only.
Yes.
And I don't blame him. But I think it's pretty fucked up what they did to him at that time. And I went in the chat and I said to my buddy, I said, you need to get some rest, my brother, because you've been doing this for 9 hours. You know what I mean? And then I also the next day I went to X and I spoke to him about something. I don't want to bring it up on stream because he's on Lavistro streaming. But I told him, I said, dude, go check your videos and look who's going after you right now for the shit
Damn.
you were doing last night, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's
Yeah.
just ridiculous, bro. It's stupid. It's that's like I said, they look for narrative.
And I thought it was fun, man.
It was fun.
And that whole that other person that has created this whole narrative about him, about the situation after he went to the bathroom, is really fucked up. Because I'm like, I know for a fact that guy has had that problem before, where that has happened, and I'm like, wow, they're just kind of they're closing in on trying to hurt the community.
Him,
yeah.
And like I say, not every streamer. I drink, but I don't drink to like to a situation that I might end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I drink because
it's okay, little one. I'll be right back.
I am trying to forget shit, but I don't go like. I that day when on Lavistra's birthday, I must have drank like fucking 8, 9 fucking beers. Like, I drank so much fucking beers. I don't get fucked up. Like, but I would have got fucked up. I would have like those 2 beers would hit me, those 7 beers, 8 beers would hit me. If I went for 2 shots, I'd like, yeah, let me use me.
There you go. Yeah, that would have put you down.
That would have put me down. That's why. Like on my birthday, when we had my birthday celebration, and I took a shot of Jameson, and when me, I was toasting, I was pretending I was toasting, but I was fucked up. That was fucked up, like literally fucked up.
Another.
You was there on my birthday. You was there.
I don't think I've got time to entertain your blather. I'd much rather hear it straight from your boss.
No, you did a great job on that. Yeah, and that's, dude, that's not even like out of control. That's, you know, that to me, that sounds like a really fun night out at the bar. Like, if you're there for too long, that's what happens. But it's just it's celebration, man. Let loose, let your hair down.
I did it on Christmas. I did it my own fucking stream. I took 2 fucking shots of Jameson.
The witch hunts.
4 beers. I was the fucking night. I was like, and my fucking channel was dead. My channel was dead when I first started. Now I'm getting my channel right now is flourishing. Like, the flowers already have fucking flourished. And I'm happy. I'm building community. I'm a lot of us are competing with the glory. Creators, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you start right now being a content creator, you gotta I'm so fucking happy to support you. I give it the fucking credit now. People believe in me, they'll subscribe to me. The thing is, being a content creator, it gets viral. Like, it's a lot of things out there. So, I do something new with it. Like, I do create auto shows, like that. Like, I did a super drive. You saw super drive. I did it on the first episode. And, the super drive, we just did it hard. But today, I see you guys raise a new rival. Because everybody wants to know rival, not super drive. But the super drive is meant for Rumble. I only put it on YouTube, and the next day, you can get it from the channel. It's on YouTube. So probably that's why I watch all this stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's why I was like, I was thinking about doing on YouTube today, but then again, everybody's on Rumble now more than YouTube is. YouTube is using people. Since John put it out there, YouTube is using people. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And you'll feel, like I said, I stream on Rumble. The only thing is people just want to see and look, I just want 2 subscribers. Like, I'm humble. And I think I'm going to continue to want more. If I I surpassed more than 100 people on that I have on YouTube. I surpassed more than 100 people. I'm gonna be done with YouTube. Really, I went over the most on YouTube in a couple of weeks, in a couple of days. I'm definitely done with it.
Nice.
Because the processing with YouTube, it's I had 106 subscribers yesterday and I lost one. YouTube beat me something, like literally that's money, because the algorithm and the AI. Sometimes when you get fast, you get boxed. That's another problem. YouTube has a lot of boxes. And I made it one time to like 96 subscribers like 2 weeks ago when I was still before I hit 100. So I had 96 subscribers and it dropped me to 89 all of a sudden, like in a couple hours. It's that
damn.
Yeah. And I also went to my YouTube studio and I still had the same people as me. But then remember, you also get 5 subscribers. I was subscribing to I'm actually, the only reason why people have private, like, this is the thing, I see it in a different way with YouTube. If you are not a content creator and you subscribe to it, it's private because but most of the things that they have to do with the show, their name and picture pops out on YouTube. So unless you have a set of a setting for that, it's not the same as the studio. YouTube studio will actually say you on top that most subscribers are private. You know what I'm saying? So,
No shit. Okay. Okay.
yeah, so I have, like right now, I'll go look at my YouTube studio and I end up seeing the visual because it's got to. Unless you wish to put it on private, I will not see the visual no more. But you still got to subscribe. It's crazy. You know?
No, it is. And dude, YouTube just, Rumble's new to people. So YouTube is new to me, but YouTube just has so many natural millions of people just scrolling and, starting out on YouTube. It's so much easier to catch people, but at the same time, YouTube's just,
it's
like cutting in.
It's
Right. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Because you have to make $1. And you also have the merch store to be able to sell your shit. So I can't fucking be able to sell like clothing from Freelance that I got on. I got a Freelance, I got some stuff on Freelance, but I want to load it on the price when I'm speaking Portuguese sweaters. I cannot advertise on YouTube right away because I need to get monetized.
And the whole time you got to bend a knee until you reach their number, and then they finally knight you. And then if you fart out loud, someone can, yeah.
So I'm not gonna do YouTube down the road. I know YouTube is a lot of ways because once YouTube is
Right.
the visual, all the white guy, all the lion, all the hypno, just stuff. I know who I am already because I'm already in the business now. If I was out of bigger verse, out of bigger verse, that means that you I need to all over. I've been a lot of shows. I've been in the business world. I've been closing with the law. I never went to Sony show for some days. But I've been out of the show. You know what I'm saying? saying? I would look forward to go somewhere to meet the and he actually was happy when I sent him the super chat yesterday. That was actually happy to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a cool guy. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are other controversies that we're in right now about other controversies that I think. About that. I'm concerned that I get along with the guy. I think he's cool. If other people don't get along with him, that's their problem. But I'm not here. I'm not saying I think I'm trying to create content and make it and have fun. Not to go to other content creators. I am not a rival with other content creators. I'm doing me. If they like it, then I do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's my appeal to jumping on YouTube first, is just the idea of the easy access to people that would find me and what I'm doing attractive and be able to build an audience, and then kind of safely, slowly migrate somewhere else. And Moxie's on, by the way, and great day in the morning. I think you're gonna like what you see. So. And I'm not trying to goon hard. I'm just saying, like, she's smart and pretty. She's not just some, meat biscuit or something.
I love like I'm so fucking like
that's a good thing to be attracted to. Yeah.
What do you think when the list was wrong I want that Moxie smile. Can I get a Moxie smile? Like, excited she gave me the Moxie smile. She give me a smile, like she didn't want to smile, like she was shy about it. I was like, you shy about it? I want that smile.
I know, right?
I love it, bro. That was fun. I got to I know how to do this together.
Nothing wrong with being yourself, and that's what I feel like YouTube's trying to shut down. That, look, we're not showing people having sex, we're not showing people smoking crack, we're not showing people, a bunch of weird shit. We're having a good time, and it's all, some people just take things way out of context, like who, and try to shut people down because they're upset. I'm gonna do it before you. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, there we go. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I don't go around like, staring at people in like, making them feel uncomfortable. But you know what? Look, if you got a camera on you, you obviously are a decent looking person, and you notice things. If you're attracted to the opposite, that or the same, whatever. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, "Whoa, that's beautiful." That person is beautiful, not an inanimate object, but I mean, lamps can be pretty too, but Oh, you got it. I gotta wait till my next paycheck.
For the resonator, my grandson wants a sex robot.
I love her show, but I can't fucking watch it for too long because I gotta work.
Yeah. Alright.
I think tomorrow I'm gonna stream. I did stream Gran Turismo. I'm gonna stream Lavistro Plays, and then Friday I'm definitely gonna play fucking the Berserker. I made it that far.
Right on. Yeah, I want to see both of those. Yeah. Well, further progression. Yeah.
Yeah, further progression. Yeah, I did a little modding in the fucking game, just for the fucking money.
Right on.
Yeah, but I never fucking used the help shit. They were fucking with me with the people bullshit. The fucking Xbox. But at least I managed to beat the guy's favorite spread, though. He was a motherfucking I was like,
Man, when I put on the mods on Fallout 4, and I had like a level, like an extremely high level game going, and I put the mod on, I didn't read and pay attention to the fact that if you put mods, we take all your trophies away.
There's workarounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I was so mad about that, dude. I was like, wait a minute, I can't get trophies now? Because I was trophy hunting, you know?
Yeah, there's a mod that actually allows you to activate your achievements and all that sort of stuff as well. So
if you're doing Bethesda games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, you want to look for a mod called Achievement Enabler.
You cutting off.
Sorry, I'm a little busy here.
Can you manage to update your Discord?
I think it's just other things.
I'll tell you in a moment. Oh shit. Dead on.
Oh.
Ah, man.
You almost done getting all the achievements for the Bayonetta?
Nope, I'm nowhere near close. I still have to play this on hard mode. But to answer your question, Roadkill, or to point out, I should say, there's a mod called Achievement Enabler that you can use.
Oh wow!
That will unlock mods. A lot of games that have mods that do that, there are workarounds.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So Achievement Enabler is what is used for Fallout and Elder Scrolls games. There's I forget the actual name. It's not called Achievement Enabler, but there is one for Starfield. There's also sometimes they're just called like Achievement Enabler, Achievement Unlocker, stuff like that. And then there's some that are like I wouldn't recommend, but there's some that just like you type in the command console and it unlocks the achievements, which I don't recommend doing. But sometimes, if it's the only way, it's the only way. Like the Batman Arkham Origins, the server is down for the multiplayer, so you can't trophy hunt Arkham Origins. But in my Discord in the mod archives, I do have a way for people to unlock the multiplayer. I say it'll unlock the single player ones too. As a disclaimer, but I told you I'd rather you try to beat the single player first, because with the multiplayer, you kind of can't, get those anymore. But it's annoying as fuck when you have those achievements there, but you can't unlock them.
Yeah, it is.
That's what
I see something here. How is blocking users on Discord working for you? What?
What's that?
This is somebody who's blocking users. Why is it blocking users? It's a private system.
Who's saying that?
Wow, I'm really on the top and the dragon page.
Huh?
I'll take a picture of it, bro. It's just,
is it on mine?
Yeah, I think so.
'Cause
That's why that's the reason why you sound like that sounds like you're like you try to talk and just cut you off.
It's probably because there's a lot going on. Am I being cut off now?
No.
Now you're not being cut off.
Yeah, it's probably because. Here, let me do this. Let me say goodbye to the dragon, everybody. It's probably because there's so much going
Yeah,
on.
roadkill. There's a couple of mods for you.
Yeah, but there's
Just make sure you read them and all that sort of stuff, just to make sure that they're all up to date and that, or they still work.
Yeah, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes the mods are there, but they didn't update since the last update, and other times you have to do certain things in order for them to work. There's a lot of reading when it comes to modding.
Nice.
And
Thank
the
you
thing
so
is,
much,
it's pretty
man.
dumb if it's on private. If this is a private conversation, even though you're on screen, but still, like you're on Discord, it's us. It's private. This is not public. Discord, I don't think Discord is going public. Okay? I think it's just an easier way to run a conversation without being blocked by other people. Like, for example, that's 100% successful. The moment you say something, but if this is this, I mean, if it's telling me this message, it's telling me how it's blocking views on this video. What? Like, if I go to my shit, I'm gonna don't. Well, I'm gonna cut out and come back to my phone.
Okay.
I wanna see if it's me or Lavistro being blocked or something like that. I wanna see. I never set up anything.
Okay. Yeah, Valkyria, thank you for that, man. That's super fucking helpful. Because I love those games. I love replaying them. You know, I don't do it, every year, but every couple of years I like to come back and go, well, let's get into this. I'm just a big fan of that series.
Well, I was just about to do Fallout 4 because I was watching that gamer. He's doing his Fallout 4 episodes on 4K, and he's got one of the mods called Sim Settlement 2, and that's got like 3 chapters, I think. So it's a pretty big mod, but it's a really good mod to have in Fallout 4 because it only not just adds an extra faction to the game, but and changes the way you can actually finish it. It actually enables you to actually build proper settlements as well, and actually make them feel alive as well.
Nice.
And then auto
yeah, and it is so much better. Like, the story is pretty good as well. The acting, like the voice acting, is actually pretty. Like, it is nice. They've made their own characters, their special characters and all that sort of stuff. So big shout out for those people, those modders and that, because some of them who make all these mods are, they're doing it for free, and it's either just because they love it. Like there's an Australian group that did a Mandalorian style mod in the actual game itself, and that's got like 2 or 3 chapters. And people were complaining about, like, they're like, oh, we can't hear you because you got, because they got the helmet on all the time. And they're like, yeah, well, of course, because we got helmets, like we're going by the Mandalorian law. like they always keep their helmets on, they can't take it off, and all that sort of stuff. So, and that also adds another faction into the game as well, in a new style way, how they actually finish the main story, and then also you get a little secret part at the end as well. You can work out, you know, who's their employments, but that's a spoiler which I'm not going to do. And yeah, that's another good mod that changes the style, the way you play the game as well. There's one where you can actually be the Enclave as well, you know, like the actual Enclave, you can actually get the rig. I think the rig that was in number 2, I think you actually go back to it to rebuild your base. And then, you know, you're the Enclave, you finish Fallout 4 with the Enclave, so, you know, you get rid of the Brothers of Steel, you know, and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot. The only problem I have with Fallout 4, which they need to do, is, Fallout 4 needs a special edition. So you can have more mods in there, so it runs, you know, faster and, you know, loads up quicker. That's the only downfall about it at the moment, because if you have too many big mods, it's gonna go really slow. Like you can every time you go into a building, you might as well go make a cup of coffee or something like that, and go to the toilet at the same, you know, as well.
Yeah, it needs to be up.
By the time, by the time you get back, you know, it's probably 5 seconds until you actually get in. So that's the downfall about having too many mods as well.
Thank you for telling me this, guys, because, after that first mod I put in, and this was years ago, I don't know what it was, and they took away my ability to do trophies, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm done. And then I started over on Steam, so basically PC style, and now I'm just kind of, you know, doing my thing. But now with this information, I can actually add in more cool things. And it was on PlayStation, so I mean, of course PlayStation's gonna block shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you want to mod a game, console's not the best idea. If you like console, then you know, their downfall is like modding's gonna suck big time, and you're not gonna get all the good mods that PC will get. So if you want to mod a game, and that is probably best, unfortunately, to say, is to go to PC.
Yeah, I noticed that back then. You know, I was always a console gamer and kind of timid about the whole PC thing, and then finally I got into PC and I was like, oh, okay, this is much better.
Once I bought a car, hello?
Gotcha.
Yes, we can hear you.
When I actually built my first PC, because I was always been an Xbox head for the past since the beginning. I was PlayStation first, and I played PlayStation for a couple of years, and then I got an Xbox and played for a couple of years. And when I built my PC back in 2018, I forgot about all my consoles. Yes, I still support consoles for certain little games, but I like PC more than I like PC.
Yeah, my PS5 has dust on it, unfortunately.
I haven't gotten Xbox, like I still have the OG Xbox One. Not the Xbox Slim, has whatever. That's what has dust on it. I haven't played that since when it came out.
Damn, yeah.
So, like I'm in the same boat as you, dude. I was mostly I played PC games, but I never really. I was always supposed to console. Up until my son was born. So I'm still learning all this stuff. But that's what's making it easier for me. That's what they're out. No one's gonna give you shit you don't know what the fuck is going on. Nah, you is or this or that. We're all here to help out.
Yep. If you don't know anything, you always ask us all the time. Like for the past 4 or 5 years, I already know how my I already know the spec of my computer completely. How I built it, how I did it. Because once you build something, you learn from what you know. You know what you bought, and then you build it, and then you know what you're going to build. You already know what you have put in your computer. Like I could explain you my whole entire spec of my computer. I have an Asus X209 motherboard. I have an i9 Extreme processor, completely full core, 32 threads of core. I have 7 grams of Trident Z's, because it takes 8 grams of RAM for my computer. I have a EVGA power supply, 1000 watt, 3090 graphics card hooked up in it, and I have like what, force air fans that I installed. Like, yeah, for me to hit it back. So I mean, literally, I know my spec for my computer, what I did, what I do with it every day. Like I said, once you know something, you have to put in. And if you don't know, if you forget about the specs, you go straight to your Microsoft account, go to the about, and you have a sheet, but don't do it on screens because you don't want nobody to copy your IP address. You can hack your computer. So you do that, and you see every spec aspect you have built in it. So it would tell you how many RAMs, how many gigabytes of RAM you have to put in it. Mine reaches up to 64 gigabytes. I was thinking about putting 128, but it's too expensive. 128 RAM, forget it. That was good. Overkill. I see people build computers like into a wall, like without even a freaking a tower. Come on, and it's like throwing liquid pipes. It's just crazy. But the problem,
man, my roommate in college had liquid pipes, and I was like, "What the fuck is that thing?" This was like back in like 2004, 5, and I was like, "What is that?" And he was from California, and he was I was in culinary, but yeah, at the same college, he was in computer programming, and I was like, "What the fuck is that thing?" And he was like, "Dude, it's liquid cooled," and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! What? You can put water in a computer?"
The thing is with those that people don't understand that I have known about those. You know that you gotta change the fucking year.
Finally.
In 2 years? That's not bad.
Every 2 years. Or every year. But the problem is it's a why. That's the reason why I have to go to that why. I have more like CXC, that's it. Those things that would change the cooling like that. Then you never know. I have some shit when I have more, and I think I forgot what it was. It was so shitty that it leaked into my computer, into the front of my desktop, so I got hurt. Yeah, so that was shitty. So I bought the NCSD, I've never had a problem with it since. You know what I'm saying? NCSD is the best for water cooling, to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I know some people got their different opinions and perspectives about the NCSD water cooler. I never had a problem with it. Never had leaks, nothing. But I have some shit.
I have no idea why you would want this.
And if I could find the name of it, I would show you how it looks like.
Too flashy.
I would never recommend you to get that water cooler. It gets rusted. Like at the bottom of the water cooling, when you actually put it into the thermal paste, that one got rusted. It was so fucking. So I will show you the brand what it was. I think it's thermal. You know what, thermal thing. Don't buy a thermal water cooler. That's the one. I have bought two of them already. These ones are shit. So I tell you, I'd rather have regular water cooler running my computer than having a beauty changing different colors.
Welcome
like
aboard,
water
Cheshire.
piping. Oh, fucking I call it water piping because it's a whole bunch of freaking pipes leading with different colors. You can put it in different colors you want. You can put it in
Told you
blue,
I'd be
green.
right back.
You can buy it, but you gotta change that shit every 2 years. The cooling itself.
You'll be, you know, flying.
Yeah, he had a green one. Yeah, my buddy had a green one.
Yeah, the guy from Microsoft told me about it. And then in manufacturing is only the fucking thing. It's like a hustle. You know, you gotta you gotta make
so much for the subtle approach. You might as well have speakers on this thing blaring Ride of the fucking Valkyries.
Because I see people's computers,
Come
I
now,
see shit online.
with VIPs.
That's so
You know, nothing says you've made it in life like a private helicopter.
Like,
Good grief.
Yeah, I
Then welcome aboard Air Luca, Flight 001. This is your captain, Luca, speaking. Fasten your safety belts, as this may be a bumpy flight.
So, what would you recommend? Like a higher power fan, or?
Fans always higher power. I recommend right now. There's other fans I could recommend. Forgot what's the name of it. Of course, here's one of them. I do not recommend you with Georgia horses. They're garbage.
Okay.
They are garbage. Thermaltake fans garbage. I recommend you to some other fans that you actually take them together now. I forgot what's the name of it. Hey, I think it was called Zion or Zion or some shit like that. But
Okay.
real good fans. They're fucking top of the line, and their wind compression is really super cool. But they're expensive. They're expensive more than Corsair. There's a brand that's called like that, and those fans, like each fan, should be like what, $75 a fan.
All right.
But they're 75 MP, I think, BPS or MPS, whatever. They're really powerful wind, especially when you put on turbo fan. You know how your computer gets hot? That right there will just keep it cold, especially when you have a high compression. Yeah. That's yeah. I'll find the name of it and I'll show you what it looks like. And they got new ones that just came out too that the fans have pictures.
Yeah, I've built with Corsair in the past, like with their products, and I've never had an issue with them.
Yeah, I have the Corsair. Like the headphones I use, the Corsair, but I changed the pads to cooling pads. So I bought those on Amazon for like what, $15? They're like the army ones that you see in when I live stream.
Yeah.
Those are Corsair Virtuosos. A lot of people don't like those headphones. They have some issues with them. I never had an issue with them. They're really good, and their sound quality is fantastic for me.
I use Astro, and a lot of people talk shit because
Astro are good too.
you know, they got bought out by I think Skull Candy, but they dude,
Skull Candy is real good too.
I got this pair of A30s that are just dope as shit. They sound so good. They're the Mandalorian edition, and when I put them on, the whole world cuts off. Like you can hear things, but it's just without active noise cancellation. They're dope as shit, man. And also, you know, Steel Series isn't bad either.
I know. Their keyboards are fucking fantastic though. The Steel Series keyboard, I have a friend of mine that has one, and for PC, and they're identical, bro. Like they're really like hardcore. Like I would freaking talk about products all day, and I freaking review them all the time. I have a Rocket keyboard.
You're really not going to like
I paid $40 for it.
I hope you
fantastic. I had an Asus keyboard. It was fucking garbage.
Right? Yeah, man. Yeah. Some of these bigger companies just fuck you over. You know. Well, I don't mean to cuss. I don't know if we're live on somewhere, but yeah, they mess you over, man.
Those things that down the jet aren't just going to let us
The
land on
Asus
their
keyboard
island.
has so much
You think we
programming.
can just say, "Hey,
so
we're
much
here"?
updating. They get an
They'll bring us a cake.
keyboard. I have to.
Wow.
I have
look
the
good
Corsair.
from up
I have
here.
the Corsair. Not the Ace. No, the Ace. No, I'm talking about not the
Further
Ace
down you
keyboard. my
go.
bad. It was the
The harder it is to not notice.
It was the other motherboard. It was the
Reality.
Corsair motherboard. No, not the motherboard. The Corsair keyboard is the one that sucks. Not the Asus. The Corsair keyboard is the one I'm talking about. That's garbage. My bad.
Yeah, when you have to keep updating something, especially your hardware.
Look.
What happened?
Where we at?
What happened?
Oh, fuck me.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, still here.
Oh, I'm here.
Welcome to my fantasy zone.
I thought I heard the word gooning, and I immediately jerked to the screen. I was like, where? Oh, okay, I see.
You blurred to the screen? That was fucking hilarious. That is fucking funny. I think that's the worst, bro. I think that's a good, for me, that's a better super chat. Like, if people start using it more often, like, it's a better super chat. Even though for $6, you get like 300 each, and people like up to 15 times. Like, a couple of times. I'm not sure if we have, I don't know. It's worth it. I want to do some shit like that, man. I don't know how to do that stuff, bro. I got a lot of cool stuff to learn to be more content creating and more creative than where it would be. I think for me, Lavistro is very creative with that shit.
Yeah, he is. And I mean, that's what I'm gonna do is, you know, me and my buddy, if we link up with this and do something, I need to find someone that is more in the know of how to create and do things. And, you know, whether or not you have to pay them or not, fine. If they're a fan, that's awesome.
A lot of stuff that I've done, I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but a lot of stuff that I've done, I had learned on my own. But that's still things that there are things that I'm learning. So I watch YouTube videos and learn how to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For things. Some of the stuff I have to figure out myself.
That's how I learned how to change out my hard drive for the first time in like 2000. Way back in the early day. And I also called Apple and was like, how do I do this? And the guy was like, you don't have a subscription with us, but I'm going to tell you how. And I was like, oh, okay. And then years later, now I'm a certified technician. It's simply as, yeah, look it up first, get your specs, and then, you know, work with it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to head to bed. Tomorrow,
All right, brother.
I'm going to create another thumbnail during work. And then I'll set it up on the computer for tomorrow. So like that, so.
Well, that was
all right, man. Have a great night and a great day.
That was perfect.
That was.
I don't know if that was planned, but when I had to do that slow-mo thing and do the wow, that was actually pretty good. But I'm
Well,
like
Lavistro,
dizzy.
you have
I'm dizzy right now.
Like I said, Lavistro, you have a great stream, and I want to give a shout out to all the people that's in your chat right now. A proper good night, good morning, good evening, whatever, wherever you guys are at. And whichever winner, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I don't know if
No worries, have fun.
Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna see the first percentage tomorrow for on the PlayStation 1. I'm still doing the Glaze training. So like I said, certain times so I'll probably be in and just do the training where play. If you wanna hop in and help out and get your character built up, let me know.
Yeah, good. I think my character's pretty much built up anyway.
And for Friday, like I said, on Rumble, I'm gonna be doing the first percentage design, which I'm gonna be continuing to play the game until I beat it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saving those type of games for the last week of the of the weekend, before the weekend. So that's when I do like maybe like 4, 5, 8 hour streams on Rumble. And I'm gonna do my show regularly, like training on the PlayStation for the first Descendant from Monday to Friday. No, today was Monday. I think Rumble. So 2 days and up. Even though I'm doing a show or just the regular Overkill show. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We got a lot of shit. I gotta make. Think off to do so. So you guys have a great night, all right?
You too, brother.
No worries.
Got it.
They don't make games that they used to. This is fun.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play the Bayonetta series. I haven't yet. They look just like that Sega, fast-paced. Have a good time. Not not too hard, not too easy.
Hard.
Oh no, I've seen how hard it is. Yeah, it's challenging. There you go. That's the word.
had him too. Almost had him.
The shadow remains cast.
Sorry about that.
get dizzy after a while with that game.
I'm dizzy right now. It is the whole point. So you lose and take the lead. You're riding on a missile right now. Go.
Nice.
We're gonna have to do this again on hard mode.
Well, enjoy that then.
Reminds me of like a crazy Panzer Dragoon.
Be right back.
Just a tiny thing. Oh, I just saw this roadkill on the rumbles for. I can't read that very well in here. $1. Dude, let me check the rumble thing.
Oh man, yeah, it was just a tiny little
Yes.
Thanks for streaming.
Okay, got it. Yeah, $1. My thing, my little app thing is barely hard to read the $1 because it puts you all the way towards the edge, so you can't see it. You just see that there's a money sign, and you're like, okay, oh shoot, there's a super chat. But yes, thank you, Roadkill, for the $1. I will put that to good use.
No problem. Yeah, I'm not looking for a shout out. Just just kind of little.
Oh no, I always give people a shout out, regardless you gave me $1 or you just said something. Everybody gets a shout out, because it's like that. Look, I'm on TV, but I think I'm going to call it a night because the room is starting to go left, like I'm on a ship right now.
Right? Oh man.
My God. But we'll try again tomorrow.
Cool.
That was fun. So you'll probably see me get dizzy again tomorrow. Now the bigger question is, will I make it upstairs to my bed, or will I fall over like I'm drunk?
Deep breath and then stand up. Yeah.
But for everyone else, see y'all tomorrow, and thanks for showing.
Good night, guys, or everyone.
You're still here. What? You thought there'd be a post-credit scene or something? This isn't a Disney movie. Show's over. Go get some sleep. Play a video game. Watch another YouTube video. I gotta take care of the Dragon Wing and possibly get some sleep myself. Goodbye all, and thanks for watching. And happy gaming.